Obviously, you don't think about winning 3. You think about just getting the next one. You know, and that's the only thing that matters, because if not, obviously, the offseason begins. So, you know, it's all about Wednesday, I believe. You know, so that's what's important.
Just so many big plays down the stretch. Did anything particular stand out to you, LeBron, in this one, as to, you know, how Minnesota was able to prevail?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, big play after big play, and, you know, they made a couple more plays than we did, obviously.
LeBron, you guys leave here without a win, but you guys were tied with 5 minutes to go in Game 3. Obviously, we're in position to win this game. Why do you think they were able to pull away late? And does the fact that, in terms of a problem-solving thing, does it still feel like this team is close to breaking through against them?
I mean, they won the game, but it wasn't like they, you know, completely pulled away. I mean, they won the game, but they just made a couple more opportunities. You know, I think obviously Ant got it going in the 4th. I thought Nas' minutes in the 4th was huge. You know, he had you know, we was trying to hold him off, and he had a good post up with a left hand jump hook, and he came back, you know, with a 3. You know, every time we were trying to push the lead up. And obviously, I think Jaden had a couple good plays as well down the stretch. Obviously, you know, one of the most important ones was the and one late in the game. You know, we had opportunities to win. You know, we just couldn't close it.
You've said before that you prepare yourself to be able to play as close to 48 minutes as possible. You've literally done it in a playoff game before, but, you know, JJ played the entire group all 24 minutes of the second half. What's the feeling like expending that much energy in a playoff game? And then do you think there's any correlation between your guys' offensive numbers in the 4th and not getting any rest?
What was our offensive numbers in the 4th? I mean, I could see the 19 points, but what was our offensive numbers in the 4th? 3 for 17.
5 for 18 from the field, 4 for 12.
Yeah. I mean, we had some really good looks. I mean, Luka missed a point-blank layup, you know, to put us up 7. You know, I missed a point-blank layup to put us up 4. You know, we had a couple of opportunities. I don't think fatigue had anything to do with that. We just missed some point-blank shots. You know, we were getting to what we wanted to get into, and we just weren't able to convert.
LeBron, oftentimes in games like this, we'll focus on the final quarter, final few minutes, but they outscored you guys, I think, by 6 to close the second, and then by, I think, 6 also to close the first quarter. How critical were those end-of-quarter moments preventing you guys from having an even bigger lead, or having a lead, rather?
It was very crucial. I mean, in a postseason game, closing quarters is very crucial. And obviously, 1st, 2nd, and 4th, we didn't do that. You know, we did a good job in the 3rd quarter, but you know, the 1st and the 2nd quarter and the 4th quarter, obviously, we weren't able to close quarters. So, you know, that's definitely, you know, challenging for us, for sure.
LeBron, the 3rd was arguably the best the offense has looked in the series. You guys scored a series high, 36 points. I know they did some different things defensively with the hedging and the blitzing more than they had earlier, but are there things with the way the ball was moving, the way you guys were generating open corner threes, that you feel like you can take forward into Game 5 and apply moving forward? Yeah,
we got to continue to work our game. You know, we got to some really good actions tonight. Was able to get some really good looks, like you said, especially in that 3rd quarter. You know, every game can be different. You know, just because what we was able to find in today's game doesn't mean it's going to be available on Wednesday. You know, they're going to make adjustments. We're going to make some adjustments. So you play the game and not predetermine the game. So we'll see what happens.
LeBron, what were you looking for on the sideline inbounds pass where you guys were up against the 8-second clock? And then, I guess, secondly, did you think that you hit enough of the ball and not enough of Ant's hand on the call that was overturned?
First question, I was just looking for somebody to get open. You know, we still had 2 seconds to get the ball across half court, but everybody kind of went into the front court. You know, if I could take it back, you know, in the timeout, maybe just have one guy break open to the backcourt. We still had time. 2, absolutely. I mean, that play happens all the time. You know, hand is part of the ball. That's what they say. I feel like the hand was a part of that ball. I was able to get his hand on top of the ball stripped down and out on him. So I've seen that play over and over before, but it is what it is.